Today, we will be looking at Whistler Ice Race Hard, a 1v1 snow event in the Special Conditions event hall. It requires the IA license, the fourth license in the game. This event strikes fear in the hearts of even the best GT4 players. There are 6 main issues that cause this event to be very problematic for casual players. First off, only a small subset of the game's cars are able to handle well on snow. If you bring the wrong car, the event becomes near impossible to win, as many 4-wheel drives lack traction while exiting corners and can't put their power down. Traction control is automatically disabled on off-road, so you can't rely on assists here either. Each car has hidden chassis stats that determine how much front and rear grip the car has, and this is critical on low traction surfaces. For example, if you use a Celica GT4 rally car, it will struggle to put its power down since it has poor grip stats, while the Evo Super Rally car that the AI uses is one of the best gripping rally cars in the game. These stats are never shown in game, so casually it's pure trial and error trying to find a car that you can win with. This often leads to a big inner strap situation. While it might seem like your car isn't fast enough, so you buy turbo upgrades to make your car faster, this ends up being counterproductive though, as the car becomes even more prone to wheel spin and corner exit oversteer. The game doesn't lie with the event's description banner. The key is prioritizing traction over peak power, and the best way to do this is to choose a car that holds traction easily, then keep its power low and avoid big turbo upgrades. Another crucial hidden stat is the car's weight distribution. This determines how much of the car's weight sits on the front and rear axles. Having weight on top of an axle improves traction on that side, as the wheels are pressed into the road and are able to grip more easily. Because 4-wheel drives use both the front and rear wheels to accelerate, a balanced weight distribution is ideal, as it gives solid traction on both sides. This is quite rare, however, since most 4-wheel drives have a weight distribution of 55-45 or higher. This front heaviness means that there often isn't enough weight in the rear wheels when launching and exiting corners. This is another issue that hinders the Celica rally cars, as they have an especially crippling 58-42 weight distribution. This can be circumvented by redistributing the car's weight by applying a rear ballast. While the extra weight does increase the car's inertia entering corners, the benefits generally outweigh the costs. As well, most rally cars have subpar downforce, maxing out to 13 front and 18 rear, while a road car with a GT Auto rear wing can get 30 downforce in front and rear. You will often get better results by buying and upgrading a road car with good grip stats and equipping a rear wing, as I showcased in my rally cars build video last year. The Subaru Impreza Spec C in particular is exceptional, as it has the same amount of rear grip as the Evo Super Rally car at a fraction of the price, and it can get 30-30 downforce. I made a guide on how to tune the Spec C, which I'll link in the description. I highly recommend using this car if you want to easily blitz through the dirt and snow events. I also made a spreadsheet with every 4-wheel drive in the game that can equip off-road tyres, allowing you to compare their weight distribution, downforce, tyre width and grip stats. This will also be linked in the description. Second, the AI has unreasonable amounts of grip compared to what the player can achieve, particularly in the reverse variant. This is most noticeable in the hairpins, where the AI can hold an incredibly tight line, maintaining a ton of speed without oversteering. You would need insane throttle control to even somewhat match the AI's lines. Third, Ice Arena has very few overtake opportunities, and you're forced to start behind the AI. This is especially problematic in the reverse variant, since even if you have a faster launch, there isn't enough time to overtake before turn 1, and you're forced to trail until either the AI takes a wide line, or you can somehow squeeze past, which leads to the fourth issue, the penalty system. If you make even light contact with the AI with the front of your car, you'll be forced to slow down to 50 km per hour for 5 seconds. This is a crippling blow on this track, as it gives the AI plenty of time to build a lead. Issue 5 is that GT4's stock suspension and differential setups are severely unsuited for snow driving. You need as much rear grip as you can get, so you can rotate around Ice Arena's hairpins without spinning out. This can be alleviated through camber adjustment. The fully custom suspension kit has rear camber set to 1.0 by default, and usually you want 2.2 or more. Raising the front camber to 3.0 or higher also greatly helps with general stability, especially while entering corners. In a coincidental throwback to Gran Turismo 2's right height trick, cars often feel much easier to control on snow if you set the front right height to the lowest possible setting, and the rear to the highest. This makes the car feel nose heavy, and helps it feel planted and easy to maneuver without being overly unstable. The limited slip differential is also a key player in off-road handling, as it's responsible for preventing wheel spin and helping the car exit corners more smoothly. On snow, you usually want a max acceleration on both sides. Most rally cars also come with a variable center differential, or VCD, which allows you to adjust how much torque is allocated to the front wheels. In most cases, setting this to 50 greatly helps with corner exit stability and overall traction, as the front will be more capable of pulling the car out of corner exits. Issue 6 is that snow driving is a nightmare if you're playing with automatic transmission. Gear management is very important so you can prevent wheel spin, corner exit oversteer, and the game has a tendency to downshift you at the most inopportune time when using automatic. It can also lead to issues where the car constantly shifts between gears as you slide around, crippling your corner exit speed. This is fixable with gear setup though, as we'll see shortly. All of these issues combined make Whistler Ice Race Hard one of the most disliked events in the game, as evidenced by the frustration of many GT Let's Players on YouTube.
Okay, that was nice. Going too wide! No! No, 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 no! You've got to be kidding. We're going to Whistler Ice, aka Ice Arena. This is probably the worst track, or well, the worst event in the special condition.
A common strategy to get past Whistler Ice Race Hard is the wall ride. By approaching walls at the correct angle, you can avoid penalties, allowing you to circumvent your car's lack of grip around corners. Letting the rear of the car slam off the AI also avoids penalties, so you can brute force your way to first place. While it's a quick and easy way to bypass a frustrating event, in this video we will be exploring the possibilities of winning this event without using cheese strats. This event was one of the main topics in my Gran Turismo 4 Ultimate Guide, as it gave various tips and solutions for beating the event fair and square. If you want to beat it by spending as few credits as possible, I recommend using the Impreza Rally car prototype that you win from Cappy Rally Normal. Give it an oil change, then buy some snow tyres and some nitrous. Then go into the car settings to tune the car. These are my recommended suspension settings, as they're fine-tuned to enhance the car's handling and drivability on snow. Feel free to adjust them to your own preferences, as the Impreza's high grip modifiers allow it to be quite flexible in terms of tuning towards a specific driving style. The LSD is also adjusted to improve corner exit stability, while the car is given a rear brake bias using the balance controller to reduce understeer while braking into corners. The VCD controller is set to 50, so the rear wheels aren't being overworked. And I also added a 65kg ballast to the rear of the car to balance the car's weight distribution and enhance rear traction. The Impreza can have 100 power nitrous, which means that its power is doubled whenever nitrous is held. This is extremely potent, especially in a short track like Ice Arena, where the short duration isn't an issue. However, if we try using 100 power with the stock gears, the car will wheel spin, and the extra power will go to waste. We can solve this with gear setup by applying a variant to the gear trick. Set the final drive to 5.5, then set auto to 15. Lower the final drive to 5.1, then apply the super close pattern. This makes both first and second gear long, while greatly reducing the RPM drop size from third onwards. The ratios should look something like this once you're done. First gear will be the perfect length for a smooth launch, while also keeping the car stable exiting hairpins. Meanwhile, second gear onwards will be long enough to support 100 power nitrous. This is especially helpful in the reverse variant, as you can make the most of the overtake opportunity exiting the last corner and blast past the AI. Remember to brake early though, or you risk slamming into the chicane and receiving a penalty. With these settings, you should find that the car can maintain momentum much easier through Ice Arena's narrow turns without oversteering. The race difficulty is dependent on the AI opponent, so if you want an easier race, exit and re-enter the race until you're up against a Corolla rally car. In terms of driving, make sure to brake well in advance of the corner, then throttle carefully mid-corner, waiting for the right moment to accelerate fully. This setup is also suitable for Chamonix, which is arguably easier than Ice Arena, as the wider roads allow for more overtake opportunities. By applying these sorts of setups, you'd be surprised what cars are able to win around Ice Arena. Did you know the Whistler Ice Race Hard is winnable with a K car? I have a video on my second channel where I used the Suzuki K-Works to win in both the normal and reverse layouts. You can also find some GT4 experiments I've been conducting on my second channel, alongside some general tomfoolery. The prize car from Whistler Ice Race Hard is the Bluebird Rally car, a car that doesn't have a clear purpose since it's a low-powered FR. However, it's eligible for World Classics if you equip it with sports tyres, and it can even be tuned to compete against the Buick Special. It's a fun way to tackle the event if you haven't already. I highly recommend it. If you're playing on the Spec 2 mod, there are a few differences to be aware of. Whistler Ice Race Hard is now a single 4-lap race around the reverse variant, and the AI is just as ruthless as they are in vanilla. The Impreza Spec C was nerfed and is no longer the best option for dirt and snow events. However, as of version 1.07, most rally cars had their grip modifiers and downforce buffed, including the Bugatti Impreza rally cars. Since the prize cars were moved around, you'll now find the 2001 rally car from Stars Pleiades, which has near identical stats to the prototype. You can then apply the exact same setup shown earlier, except downforce can now be set to 26 front and 30 rear. The extra grip and downforce help the car feel really planted to the road, making a clean victory very feasible. That's all for now, thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below and I'll see you in the next video.